Living in Las Vegas starts now.
Yes, it does.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome from Las Vegas, Nevada. That groovy little podcast that gives you a true first-person look into what it's like to call Sin City your home. The Living in Las Vegas podcast.
Where marijuana is legal.
And now your host,
Yeah.
a man who clearly needs some kind of introduction, otherwise you wouldn't know who he was,
Sing it, brother Scotty.
Mr. Scott Whitney.
Welcome, everybody, to the Living in Las Vegas podcast here on the Vegas Video Network. I'm sorry.
Oh, everybody calm
down.
down. Everybody calm down.
And by the way, let me be the first to congratulate you because you're watching or listening to the longest running podcast about Las Vegas that actually originates from, wait for it, Vegas, which means that we're not only going to talk about what it's like to live here. Nope, we're going to talk about adventures. Downtown, Fremont Street, on the Strip, other cool places here in the Valley. And by the way, if you're a fan, you're a tourist, hell, you might even be thinking about moving to our fair city. Well, guess what? This show's like your own secret handshake to all things cool and groovy. Now, our free show is available on the first and third Tuesday of every month. What time, Nick? 7 o'clock Pacific time at VegasVideoNetwork.com/live, VegasVideoNetwork.com/live. So what's so funny is Nick said, you know what, I think I've earned a microphone. I'm like, well, we'll see. maybe not. So first and third Tuesday, VegasVideoNetwork.com/live, 7 o'clock. Here's the cool thing about being in the live show. A couple things. First of all, we do an hour show, starts at 7, but do we start streaming at 7? No. No. We start doing a little bit of a pre-show. You can actually watch the cake being made, the hot dog being created, the rabbit being put in the hat prior to pulling it back out again. So you get to watch that. And after the show, we do a post-show. That's VVN 2.0. That's VVN After Dark. That's when we really tell you how we feel about things that we weren't just comfortable talking about in the show. So if you really want to get the inside scoop, you got to watch afterwards. By the way, we're usually a little buzzed during that part, so we really tell you how we feel about that dumbass down the street who's done bad and evil things to us. Oh, by the way, I'm your host, Scott Whitney. Konnichiwa, buenas noches, how you doing, hot stuff? I am the founder of the Vegas Video Network, so thank you so very much for supporting all the shows. And of course, thank you for supporting this groovy little podcast. Now, if you'll notice next to me, this is not Pimpin' Wayne. Much better looking, arguably more talented. Pimpin' Wayne, of course, is out. He's a spy, and he's doing some spy stuff. Of course, we're not supposed to tell you that. So you didn't hear it from me, but I'm sure he's spying on somebody right now. Now, who's here next to me? Magic. This gal right here arguably knows everybody in the restaurant business. That seems about right. I've heard that
I have a lot of friends in the restaurant
from a
business.
reporter told me that.
Okay, yeah.
A reporter told me that
Reporters know everything.
Well, this reporter said if Jolene calls you, you don't say no, you say when.
Wow.
That's no bullshit,
That's
by the way.
impressive.
Yeah, that's a reporter, so it has to be true. Very cool chick. She's also the co-founder of Urban Seed. We'll talk about that in a second. And also a BOH Brawl, the creator. It's Jolene Mannina.
You got it. You got it. Yeah.
Welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
Great to have you. By the way, this is how awesome she is. She came into my office this morning because she stole something from me, a microphone after our show.
It was an accident.
It always is. And we're chatting about the BOH Brawl thing, and I said, hey, what are you doing tonight? And I didn't tell her what. And she's like, I don't really have anything going. I'm like, oh, fantastic. Guess what? Guess what? You're going to be a guest on my show. Why? I'll explain. Now, real quick, help people understand what Urban Seed is.
Urban Seed is the future of farming. So our COO and head of technology, Keith Bell, created a proprietary growing system for produce. It's an aeroponic system. We grow vertically. And so we launched, just over a year ago, and we've been doing research out in Pahrump, and we're currently building our first greenhouse just under 3 miles off the strip. So we will be growing locally grown produce, nutrient-dense produce.
Let me see that graphic again real quick, Nick.
In Las Vegas.
Because it shows, so you're that far away from the strip.
We're right there, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're literally, probably, more of like 2 miles off the strip. So right on Wynn Road between Trop and Harmon.
Right.
Yeah.
And who's your customer here?
So our customer are the chefs.
Okay.
Yeah, in Las Vegas. Yeah.
So the intent is to basically have those guys use you guys as opposed to getting.
Well, yeah, they'll still use they'll still use other distributors. I mean, we'll grow, a number of varietals, but they'll still work with other people. Knowing Vegas, we're a food mecca. 99% of our produce comes from out of town.
Yeah. Okay,
right.
Okay.
So we'll make a dent, but we won't take over right away.
Okay, that's part of the plan.
Give us a little time.
And you're the co-founder of that, right?
That's right. And I oversee culinary partnerships. So all sales, distribution, work with all the chefs. Yeah.
Proof that if Jolene calls, you don't say no, you say when.
That's right.
I like that. That could be a new T-shirt, by the way. If I call you, you don't say no, you say when. Fantastic. I'm sure the boyfriend will appreciate that. By the way, okay. And the creator of Back of the House Brawl.
Back of the House Brawl,
now,
yeah.
What's the history on this? This happened a long time ago.
This started in 2011 when I had my food truck, Sloppy Joe's, and I started doing late night events to bring in the service industry.
Right.
And shortly after I started the Saturday Night Truck Stop, we started the Back of the House Brawl. And it was a way to get, the industry involved after work on Saturday nights. So the chefs would come in and they'd get secret ingredients and they'd battle on food trucks for a ridiculous trophy and bragging rights.
Right.
And really, it was a social gathering for chefs and bartenders and servers and
people in
F&B
that industry,
professionals.
basically.
Yeah, so it was great. It was a good time to unwind, see all your friends.
And it was a late night thing.
Drink.
Right? It's like a 1 o'clock in the morning kind of thing.
The brawl starts at 1 a.m.
Because that's when everybody's off work, basically.
That's right. We need, if the chefs are battling, we need the servers there, the bartenders there to cheer their chefs on.
Right.
So it starts very late.
So now that started, and then it became a TV show.
So we got picked up by FYI
Right.
When they were launching that network. So A&E was launching FYI, and we got picked up for 2 seasons. That was 2015, 2016.
Right.
And that, we had 8 episodes per season. So
And then that stopped, and then you relaunched it very much like Frankenstein. You took the electrodes, touched the neck.
Well, there is something very special about what we were doing in the raw fashion. And when you go to TV, not necessarily a podcast, because we can say fuck here.
I'm sorry, what was that?
When we go to TV, there's a lot of things we can't do, you know? So the community, the chef community kind of voiced, hey, let's bring this back and, why not?
And
it's
you did. And we did our very first one. I say we because we were happy enough to live broadcast
You were a part of it.
And
you were in the thick of it.
Here's a clip of this while we're looking at it. So explain to people what we're seeing. Now, on the left side of the screen, those are the chefs, yes?
They're the chefs, and to the right where I'm standing, that's our judges. So this is not the typical Back of House Brawl. Typically, the chefs are battling, and they're on food trucks. We had a special event. This was at Sparrow and Wolf. It's Brian Howard's restaurant, which actually we'll probably talk about later in the segment. But Chef Brian Howard battled for us several times from 2011 to 2014. And now that he's got his own restaurant, because he was prior the chef at Cosmopolitan, it felt really good to do it in his restaurant and in his kitchen. So we had the food trucks outside. We had, the crowd was outside. We were live streaming outside, thanks to Scott.
Go to that second clip.
So they battled in the kitchen. We gave them 5 secret ingredients. We gave them ostrich eggs. We gave them pink peppercorns. We gave them dwarf peaches that were infused with truffles and jicama and marigold leaves. And they had to create a dish out of those ingredients in 30 minutes. You can see right there, they're with the judges, and we just declared the winner, which was Sean King, who is the executive chef of Momofuku in the Cosmopolitan.
Oh, okay.
The guy he's touching right there, Chef Johnny Church, who was working with him that night, who was actually the chef at Ariel. And then, our judges, Al Mancini's there, Rick Moonen, and Jason Harris. So it got a little rowdy. It got a little rowdy outside.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And here's what I learned about the ostrich egg. They equal how many regular
22
eggs? Good Lord.
eggs.
What
and it's a super thick shell.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I was actually really impressed with Sean King when and it just opened really nicely. The other, Ricardo did it the way that I researched, where he was doing it with a serrated knife.
Right.
But he didn't do it over a bowl, so then it was, trying to put it back in. That's
fantastic.
Totally fine. You put that through a chamois.
The next Back of the House Brawl is when?
The next Back of the House Brawl is October 14th, and it's actually at Urban Seed.
That's right.
It's going to be a ton of fun. There's 3 chefs
and there's going to be 2 trucks. I'm sorry, what?
Right. 3 chefs are battling, 3 chefs on food trucks, and before they battle, they're actually selling food for charity. So you can come early, you can get food from the chefs, and then they're going to battle it out.
All right. So today's topic is...
Oh, and I meant to tell you that it's going to go later because we're going to throw a cockfight at it.
Oh, you're going to do what?
I'll tell you about that later. But that's happening.
The reason why my hair becomes more and more gray is things like this. But I'm looking forward to a good cockfight after a brawl behind the house. Yeah. All right, today's topic. The 5 best restaurants in Las Vegas you've never heard of, but you should visit immediately. Okay, here's the background. So Vegas clearly is known for what? Well, best entertainment in the world, best gaming in the world, best drinking in the world. And arguably, we are the foodie capital of the world. All the big name chefs are here. They've all got properties. Some of them have multiple properties. I'm looking at you, Gordon Ramsay. How about pumping the brakes? We know you're here. Jesus Christ, enough with the fucking Gordon Ramsays. And the deal is, if you're a tourist, and even if you're a local, you got to go to one of these places at least once. It's the right thing to do. Many of these places are really good. But here's the crazy thing. Because the casinos and their marketing megaphone is so loud, all you really know about are these big properties, these big restaurants. What gets lost in the noise floor are these smaller properties, many of which are off strip, that you never hear about. So, luckily, as I mentioned before, Jolene really is connected with this world. So I asked her to come up with these 5 really good restaurants who, for sure, tourists don't know, and even locals. As a matter of fact, when we were talking about this this morning,
I was so upset with you, Scott. I was so upset.
I don't understand why you would be upset with me.
I mean, I feel like you should know these things.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you're right. So she rattled off these 5. I knew one, and because I just been there. I'm like, God, I don't know this one, and I don't know that one. And she looked at me very much like she looked at me when she walked in, and I asked her, what would you like to drink? And she goes, well, I like tequila. I said, well, that's great. We've got this tequila. Would this be okay for you? This seems like, and she's like, Jose Cuervo. I probably should have brought my own tequila. Like, wow, that's harsh. Well, I said, we've got some stuff in the back. And then she said, well, no, if that's what you have, I'll drink it. Well, okay, she's a giver. We go back into the bar, and she's like, oh, wait, you've got Tanqueray? I'll have the Tanqueray. I'm not having your trashy fucking tequila. All right, sweetheart. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the top 5 restaurants you have to go see. And we're going to be talking about location, cuisine, the drinks, cost, ambience, and the service or the vibe. All right, what is your number 1? Actually, this is no particular order. Okay, so
we're in no particular order. And there are a lot of amazing restaurants, and especially restaurants that are, on the strip and off the strip. So there's a lot of credit to be given out. So we're going to highlight 5. We're going to highlight
no particular
5,
order.
And we're going to go from your kind of, there's some neighborhood gems in here.
Yep.
There's some that are super casual.
Yep.
So we're going to start with a good friend of mine's place, Chef Josh Clark. His spot is called The Good Witch. And The Good Witch is stacked right. That's their motto. It's located downtown. It's at the Soho Loss. So it's right off of Las Vegas Boulevard in Charleston. And his sandwiches are ridiculous, okay? From the toasting of the bread to making sure that there's texture on there to the fresh ingredients. They're just amazing. Okay, so perfect. You got the menu up there.
Yep.
I will say also, for anyone who is vegetarian, this is also a really great place to go, from the salads he does, if tomatoes aren't seasoned, he does an amazing tomato sandwich. He does a falafel sandwich. And for the pig lovers, just forget about it. I mean, everything across the board is great. One of my favorites is also the patty melt. So it's sort of that, like he does the loose meat on the griddle. I mean, just absolutely excellent. The pastrami. He does pastrami salmon, smoked salmon. It's just across the board, love it all. And he also does pies. He just started doing pies. I had to stop over there on my hungoverness from the Back of House Brawl and throw my bike over there to grab a slice of pie that I could eat in bed.
You had me at pies.
It was delicious. It is like Mama made it. So,
all right. Service? How's the service?
Service is awesome.
And can you eat there, or is it all takeout?
You can eat there. You order at the counter, and then you sit down. They bring the food out to you. Soon they will have beer. So that's just about to happen. That's right around the corner. But yeah, it's a solid place to go. The staff is lovely. The food is phenomenal, and they'll greatly appreciate you coming in.
So that was the goal, or the Good Witch.
That is the Good Witch.
Next one?
The next one we're going to talk about is, let's talk about Other Mama, okay? A lot of people in the industry obviously know Other Mama, but for you that are not familiar so much with Vegas, and or if your name is Scott, you may not know what Other Mama is. Other Mama is
Can we just go back to the camera one just for a second? Real quick. Take a good look at her. She's never coming back.
That's what he says now. Okay. Until he's in a bind. Anyways,
right.
Yeah.
Until I need to talk about pot. And guess what? She's coming back.
Right. So Other Mama, the chef is Daniel Cromer, and I want to say, and I could be wrong, that they opened up about 2 years ago, and he's definitely been recognized in the community. It's a small restaurant. It is a local gem, and he's got super fresh seafood, sashimi, oysters,
where's it located?
uni. It's off of Durango, close to Twain.
Okay.
So I was just in there the other day, and I had an amazing sashimi platter. But he threw on amberjack belly and salmon belly and, ocean trout, and he's blowtorching the extra fat on it, so it's got a nice smoke to it. But he does a really good tartare with waffle chips and French toast caviar, just excellent. Oysters, Rockefeller, finished with uni on top. So it's definitely a highlight. It's definitely a favorite. It's another place that is.
Is this somebody who's
casual.
been around here before, or is this his first restaurant?
Well, this is his first restaurant in Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yeah, but this is his first restaurant, I believe. Yeah, I think he's worked, for other people, but this is his actual first brick and mortar.
Right, okay.
I will say also that this has got a great bar program. The cocktails are fabulous. The bar is small, but the labels that are behind it and the brands that are behind it are awesome.
Let's take a look at their happy hour real fast here. Go to me real quick.
I know that they usually do really good an oyster happy hour.
Right here.
Yeah.
Raw bar selection.
Yeah.
Ceviche of octopus, shrimp, whitefish, and habanero.
Yeah, good stuff.
Nice. Okay. Our next
good
contestant.
Stuff. All right, so now we're going to go to a dive bar.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
There we go.
It's called Starboard Tech.
It's such a dive bar, by the way. They don't have their own website.
No, they don't. They don't have their own website. So this is definitely a place that you are not going to find unless you are looking for it. It is a destination to be found.
They have a Facebook page.
It is on East Sahara in Atlantic. It's not far from my hood. And once again, it's a dive bar with a fabulous bar program. They have the largest variety of rum in Vegas, more than Golden Tiki, everybody. And they make, do you love rum?
Have you ever had Diplomatico? Do you like rum?
No.
Oh, do you like rum?
I will drink rum.
Oh, do you like it? Oh, hold on.
Okay, well,
if you're that
excited
right
about it,
this is the best rum in the whole world. How exciting.
So anyways, the owners are Brian Jane and Lyle Cervinka, and these guys have been around in the bar scene in Vegas, from Velveteen Rabbit, Atomic Liquor. They make amazing cocktails. And I was saying that, rum isn't my go-to, but I have to have a rum cocktail when I'm drinking at Starboard Tech. But outside of the cocktails, you wouldn't really think amazing food. But they have super tasty bar food. They have curry mussels. They have amazing Mongolian cheesesteak that's on like the best bread from Chinatown. I mean, like they're really doing like a knockout job.
I love that you love this so much. Okay, actually, I owe you this anyways.
Okay.
Because people who join the network or join the co-op or Livestream Las Vegas, we do what's called a deal drink. And the deal drink is Diplomatico rum. Have you ever had this?
No.
Diplomatico rum, camera 2. This is the nectar. The nectar of the gods used to be Tanqueray and tonic with a splash of Rose's lime juice. This is the new nectar of the gods.
Nectar of the gods.
So we're going to have a shot of the greatest rum ever. Now, we're not shooting this, we're sipping it.
Of course, it's a sipping rum in this little shot glass.
Right, and I know you say of course, but I can't tell you how many people are like, bam! I'm like, God damn it, don't do that.
Well, it's in a shot, you're passing it out in a shot glass. Shit.
And these are Arches of Whitney Village shot glasses, which is the logo for my house.
Nice.
Right, okay, stand by. This is hard to find, by the way.
I bet they have that at Starboard Tech.
I bet if they do, then they're fantastic. It took me 4 years to find this in Las Vegas. 4 years. And I did find it, and every time I buy it, the last time I bought some, I bought 3 bottles.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right, cheers. Don't shoot it.
I won't. Right?
That's really nice.
Right?
Yeah, it's super tasty.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean,
it's fantastic.
It is really good.
So I've had people literally go,
it's really good.
That's pretty good.
Fuck
They
Tanqueray.
take out their phone and they take
He was hiding that in the back earlier.
It's a deal drink. They take out their phone and they take a picture. And my thing is the same. If you find a bottle of this, buy it for yourself. If you find 2, buy them both. I'll buy one from you.
Deal.
They're so good. Okay.
Deal. That's super great.
All right, next one.
All right, so we did The Good Witch. We did Other Mama. We did Starboard Tech. Let's talk about Sparrow and Wolf. This is where we just had the Back of House Brawl. Where I was saying the chef Brian Howard was originally with Comme Ça at Cosmopolitan. This is his first brick and mortar. And this is definitely, I was talking about this earlier, this is definitely a foodie restaurant. And I say that because it's a very unique, because it's a unique menu. It's not a very straightforward menu. I mean, their clams casino is very different than any other you have. So it's the clams, it's chopped off and it's roasted, but it's topped off with uni. And it's just, it's absolutely lovely. And they do udon with udon noodles with lamb, and their bread, you order the bread, and it's definitely something that you have to go there and you've got to get the bread. It's hearth bread that they're making in their amazing wood fire oven with like perfect butter. It's, I mean, everything. The cold roasted beet salad, the grilled artichokes, and for the people in the know, after 11 p.m., they serve a burger, a late night burger, and they only have a certain amount, so you have to get there early to get it, and it is
What's the price on this? Because they don't have any pricing on the menu.
Oh, that's a good question.
Thanks.
If I was giving it like a $sign, I'd probably give it 2.
Oh, really?
It's kind of
not terrible.
It's not terrible. You obviously can spend some money. Once again, this is another location with great food and an amazing bar program. So you're going to start drinking. You'll start spending a little bit, but I think it's worth it. Absolutely.
I'm surprised because Comme Ça was a super high-end
restaurant.
Yeah,
but we're in a local area. We're in Chinatown.
Location.
We're off of Spring Mountain.
There you go.
Just by Arville.
Yep.
It's right off of Spring Mountain. It's actually a really great spot for foodies and industry folks. So you'll see at any given time, you'll definitely see chefs from around town in there, servers from around town in there. It's a good hangout, and they stay open relatively late.
So a lot of times when people say this restaurant is a foodie restaurant, a lot of non-foodie people are put off by that.
Sure.
So is this a place that they're like, if I don't get it, I probably shouldn't go?
I think it's still approachable. However, you're going to see beef heart. You're going to see, things like that you're kind of like. Do you like
beef heart?
Yes.
I had to eat that when I was a kid. I was not a happy kid.
Okay, well, I'm sure it's prepared.
That's some nasty shit.
I'm sure it's
prepared.
Like liver? Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
How do you eat heart and liver? Do you like that shit?
Smear it on anything.
Oh my God, that's the worst stuff ever. My dad. Liver and onions, baby. Oh my God, what is happening?
So I think you need to revisit this.
I will never ever eat heart or liver again.
Okay.
Ever. It was so dramatic to me.
This is
chewy,
the next show.
Nasty shit.
The next show.
My God. God.
I think we should all.
We should do that. We should go to that. We'll go to that kitchen.
I think we're going to dare Scott to eat the liver.
Okay. There's 2 things I won't do. I'm not jumping off the fucking stratosphere because that's just stupid. And I'm not eating liver. Not doing either one. No liver, no strat. No go. Okay. That's fantastic. I have so much less respect for you now.
Wow. I mean, you keep disappointing me too.
Wait a minute. How could you? Shall we have a sip?
All right, yeah.
All right.
Friends.
This is how you make up.
No, that's okay.
Okay, was that the? You got to get through a whole show. Was that 5?
I feel like I wanted to talk about.
One more.
We did off the strip. We were going to do maybe
no,
one
did
on
we do
the
District
strip.
1?
Oh, District 1. Yes, I want
Right.
to talk about District 1.
Hit
That's
that.
correct. So this is a place that I love. This is another industry hangout.
Location?
This is also this is on Jones in Spring Mountain. So it's actually on Jones.
Spring
block
Mountain.
off of Spring Mountain.
is kind of a place, isn't it?
I mean, Spring Mountain is
got a lot of stuff
phenomenal.
going on
I mean,
there.
this is our Chinatown.
Why? But
we have
these aren't-
phenomenal
but like, why?
Szechuan. I mean,
But why? But no.
What do you
here's-
mean, why?
No. So Sparrow and Wolf isn't a Chinese
no, it's
thing.
one of the only.
And this wasn't.
non-
This is on. Is this close to Chinatown?
What?
District 1?
Yes.
So why Spring Mountain?
I mean,
As opposed to
it just.
Sahara?
I mean, it.
Or
wow.
I mean, what's going on there?
That's a John Curtis question, probably. I mean, it started that way, okay, and it just built. I mean, that's where Roku was at, which got a big,
right.
That really shined light on Spring Mountain, and then Monta came, and when they realized it all just kept building and building and building. So, yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's
Continue
perfect.
with the District 1.
So District 1, the chef is Kai Vu. They are known for their lobster pho. All their pho.
I'm sorry, the what?
Their lobster pho.
We don't cuss her.
What?
Lobster pho.
But they're, all the pho's are great. They have a big bone pho. Like the flavors are phenomenal. They're
Oh, PHO.
I love their beef carpaccio. What did you say? Yeah.
Foss, PHO.
Pho.
Hey, you know what I have for lunch? Carl's Jr. Don't make fun of me.
Oh boy.
That's what I got. I'm super busy.
Have another shot.
I'm super busy.
Have a
I
little
don't have
taste
time.
of that, please.
It's pho. I would have said pho, not pho.
Well, I think you can say whatever you want. I may be saying it wrong, but
It's unlikely.
feel free to
Okay.
somebody type it on in and let me know.
Okay, so lobster pho.
So what else I was going to say is, once again, another great bar program. They have a large variety of Japanese whiskeys, which you won't find everywhere.
Oh, guess what?
You love Japanese whiskey?
Well, no. Well, I don't know yet. I just subscribed to, for free because of my airline points, Whiskey Advisor.
Okay.
And they did a big article on Japanese whiskey.
I
And
mean,
they
it's
said
hot. It's pretty
like,
hot.
do you like it? Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a recommendation for a Japanese whiskey that's under $100 a bottle? Let me check that. Under $50 a bottle?
Fuck, man, I
Check
don't
that.
even know the
How about
prices.
because you don't have to, do you? You
Yeah,
just walk in and go,
no.
yeah, I'm Jolene.
That's not what I do.
I'm Jolene and no one can spell my last name. I'll have some whiskey. Is that how it works? It's a good life.
Well, I will say that they are quite friendly, though, at District 1. So you're going to get really good service. One of the managers there, her name is Christina, and she is awesome. So you can always ask for her when you go in there.
How important in a restaurant is not just the food, but the managers?
Yeah,
like,
no,
for
it's
example,
very important.
the Sparrow and Wolf Cat.
Yeah,
Anthony?
John Anthony.
Yeah.
John Anthony's the man.
He seemed like a pretty hip dude.
He's a pretty hip
and like
guy.
he kind of knew his shit. There's no fucking
he
around.
knows his shit. He's been around.
Been around.
He's had a lot of large
You
positions.
can fuck up a restaurant if you don't know what you're doing front of house.
Absolutely.
way.
You have to know how to treat the customer.
Yeah.
And he's he treats customers very well.
Okay.
Yes, very good. And that's the same thing with District 1. People go there to see her. They call her Mama.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
And what's your favorite thing on this menu?
My favorite thing is the king crab legs. They're grilled king crab legs with a sriracha aioli. I love those. They may be a little bit more on the pricier side, but you know me, I'm a prima donna.
How many
right?
how many dollar signs is this one?
No,
bad.
this
I'm
is
looking at
not
it.
bad at all. This is your neighborhood
Entrees
bar.
are
I will
$15.
say that this is also, in some ways, I don't want to call them, mind you, a sports bar, but they have TVs in there, and
Really?
they are big fans, football, all that, so they will have that playing. So, yeah, absolutely. So it's definitely your neighborhood spot. It's definitely an industry spot. Once again, this is the same place you see a lot of chefs and servers and everybody hanging out in there.
Okay, now I know we're going to talk about. So that's the 5.
No, we didn't
And-
talk about Harvest.
Well, hold on. No, that's the 5.
Oh.
Now we're going to do. I asked her to do. Actually, this in the live chat as well. Are there
Okay.
any strip restaurants Jimmy 2G's asked that, which is the right question to ask.
Yep.
And I knew it was coming. I felt it was coming, Camera 4. And so we're going to answer that question. But before we answer that question, I want to ask you, speaking of Spring Mountain, a lot of Chinese restaurants there. Which is your favorite Chinese or Asian cuisine, any Japanese, Chinese, whatever? Do you have a favorite one there?
I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, it's like,
There's so many.
It's
I don't
a
even know
lot.
where to go.
It's like, we just went to an amazing Szechuan spot the other day, which I can't even, it's like Mien, which was excellent. Yunnan Gardens, excellent. It's like Raku is still amazing. You get matcha for ramen. I like Hobak for Korean barbecue. It's like there's so many different levels, so it's
cool.
it's hard to just name one, All
right, so basically that was the most political. When are you running for office? Mayor?
Oh yeah, I'm totally.
Yeah, I like them all.
Running for office.
There's nothing that I don't like about any of the places on Spring Mountain. They're all fantastic.
Vote for me.
Vote for me. I'm Jolene M.
Yeah.
Because people can't spell the last name. All right, so I did ask her, and Jimmy brought it up as well. One strip property that you would recommend as well.
I only get one, which is very difficult.
There'd be more than one,
because
yes.
there's a lot of amazing restaurants on the strip. We are going to highlight tonight, though, Harvest. Harvest is at the Bellagio. Okay, and they are one of the restaurants that is known for their farm to table, and it's very hard to use that phrase because Vegas, as mentioned earlier, 99% of our produce is coming from out of town. However, that's Chef Roy Alamar. He's amazing, and he works with a lot of the local farmers, as do a lot of our chefs. They try their best to get as much local as they absolutely can. If not, they're getting it from California. But MGM actually purchased Blue Lizard Farm for this restaurant.
Really?
Yeah. And
wait. So they bought their own farm?
Yes. So Blue Lizard was going through financial problems. These guys were supporting them, and so they ended up actually buying the farm. So the produce that they're getting is coming directly from there, along with other local farms. So when you go to their menu, you see where everything's coming from. These greens, where the protein's coming from as well. So they really let you know exactly that personal touch with the farm, and that's what we're trying to create also with Urban Seed.
Yeah.
So it's really special. So this menu, what you see, could change rather often because whatever he gets from the farmers is what he is serving on the menu. So it changes. But I will say some unique things about what they are doing there. They do a really fun, snack wagon. It's called the Snack Wagon.
Is that like an appetizer?
No. It's a snack wagon takeover. So what they do is there's a cart that goes around the restaurant, and they bring in other chefs. So just the other day they had Brian Howard from Sparrow and Wolf. The other day they had Dan Cromer from Other Mama, which we just talked about. They had Sheridan Sue from Fat Choi. And they come in and they do their own dishes, and they go around with a cart, and you can buy it off the cart.
Oh, cool.
So they do these takeovers, which is totally fun.
That's cool.
The next one is October 6th. So if you're in Vegas, you should definitely stop by and check it out. And they brought some chefs in from out of town to do that. The Voltaggio brothers from Bravo Top Chef. So they're going to be there that night. So that's October 6th. But no, it's fabulous, and it's super clean, super fresh. Roy's doing an amazing job, and he's a great guy. So
fantastic. All right, top 5 again, or the 5. No particular order. The Good Witch, sandwich place, downtown.
Yep.
District 1, location?
The District 1 is on Jones Boulevard, just off of Spring Mountain.
Sparrow and Wolf.
Yep.
On Spring Mountain. Foodie place, for sure. Other Mama.
Other Mama's Durango.
And Starboard Tack, who doesn't have a website, but they do have a Facebook page.
That's right. They're on East Sahara.
That is fantastic. And Harvard.
Yeah.
And there's other ones
Harvest.
on the strip, Harvest, I'm sorry, the other ones on the strip that you do like.
I mean,
but we can't go on and
just
blathering on all day.
Right,
We've got more rum to drink and shit to do.
Of course.
You know what? I think what we should do is have a drink on me.
Good? Oh my God.
Okay. Here's what happens during the break. I'm like, so I gave her a thumbs up. I'm a supportive host. Nice job, Jolene. I thought, you know what? I should give her a little bit more of the world's greatest rum. So I grabbed the Crown by accident, and I went to pour it, and she looked at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Rude.
What is going on? You know, this dealing with foodie, drinky people is a pain in my ass. All right. It's time for Have a Drink on Me. It's part of the show where we talk about a bar or a speakeasy or a tavern or a lounge. Not a club, because I'm too old to go to clubs. But I show you a picture of this place, and you can win. How do you win? You look at the picture, and you send your guess, and you send that guess to haveadrink@vegasvideonetwork.com. You can have a drink at vegasvideonetwork.com. Okay, now there's a variety of ways to win. There's actually 5 because we like winners. Right?
Yes.
Thank you. Here's how you win. Here's how you can win. First, you send the correct answer to Have a Drink at Vegas Video Network. That's your first chance.
Okay.
We put you in a little bucket.
That's right.
The second chance is if you submit a correct entry and you're in our live chat during the live show. So if one of those people, and I can see a couple already who have submitted correct answers, guess what? They're going to get 2 guys into our Velvet Crown Royal bag. The third one, if you send a video entry, guess what? That's your third opportunity to win. Fourth, if you're the very first correct entry, then you get yourself in the bag. And of course, if you do an intro video for the show,
so many things.
5
so
ways that you. We've had a couple people who have been in there 3 or 4 times because of Pops, who's in the live chat, has won 5 times.
Yay, Pops!
Because he is a monster in a variety of different things. Okay, now, what can they win? Well, a variety of things. A, you can have a drink on me, hence the title. So you come to Vegas or you live in Vegas, I'll buy a drink, and we'll go out and have a good time. We spend some time at a variety of bars. Let's not do those $18 drinks, though, okay? Let's try to stay away from that.
So you get to pick the place?
Well, oftentimes they pick the place. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. You know, you look at her. Camera 3 real quick. She looks sweet enough, doesn't she? Friendly, fetching, I suppose. But Jesus Christ. It's like trying to talk to a crocodile when you're trying to do a show.
If you win...
Here we go.
Go to my Facebook, and I'll tell you where to go.
Oh, no!
And make him take you.
No.
Don't let him choose.
No. Okay, that was good. Again, take a good look at her. We're never going to see her again. Unless we have to talk about edibles.
Perfect.
Okay. Now,
I could be in bed watching TV right now.
Right. Okay, well, there you go. So I'll either buy you a drink or you can get one of my CDs. Right? If you're a Christmas person, you can get Christmas Acoustic 2, or Good Jazz with Them.
What is this?
I've sold 55,000 of these.
What is this?
Yeah. Oh, now you have a little respect.
I didn't say that. Don't go that far.
I would like to have her. Hey, you cut her mic.
We'd have to hear these CDs first.
Or they're pretty good. Or if you're really good, you can get yourself a Vegas Video Network visor. Now, here's the magic of the visor. People win this, and they put it upon their noggin, as so, and they take a picture, digital picture, and they send it in to me. And then I look at it, and as a result of me simply looking at it, guess what happens? That person becomes a part of the galaxy of
the galaxy. Whoa.
Mr. Steve and Robert and Christina and Danny and Dawn and Jackie and Ken and Michael and Mike you and Pops and Rosie and Glenn and Alan and Aaron who are nudists, and then there's Scott and Binky and Bud and Shan and Carol and Bob's wife, a dog, and Jimmy G. And then there's Craig, and don't forget Stuart in the UK, and Chris is still drunk in my backyard, and there is Brett's dad, Mr. Destiny, and don't forget Brett. Yeah, baby. Okay, worldwide audience.
Amazing.
Here, I'll just put that right there. Okay, let's take a look at last week's Have a Drink on Me. We got 14 out of 14 correct. There it is. The clues were...
Can I say this? Someone just texted me.
Yeah?
Just watched your podcast online for the past half hour. Great stuff. The guy was clueless, but you knew your shit.
So
Thank you, Dave Hairlong.
Could you come off there for a second? Take a good look at her. The guy was clueless. Who was that?
Dave Hairlong.
Who's Dave Hairlong?
A good guy.
What does he do? He's a good guy. Fuck
good
Dave
guy.
Hairlong. You still watching, Dave? Fuck off. What's Dave do?
He is the main guy for Kettle One.
Kettle One?
Yeah, we
the vodka
love Kettle
people?
One.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have Kettle One. I have actually good vodka.
What?
Yeah.
What?
He made fun of
me.
me.
Kettle One.
All right. Now, I will say this about that. If Kettle One wants to sponsor the show, it's the best vodka ever.
There we
go. By the way, you can't tell the difference between vodka. We had a vodka tasting test. Nobody could tell the fucking difference. Okay. Dave, by the way, thanks for watching this show, you
It's
fuck.
right.
All
That's
right.
right.
There we go.
Glad that you tuned in.
14 out of 14 correct answers. Again, the clues for this one was libertine social, libertine social, libertine social. Okay, let's take a look at who we've got. Let's get out the purple bag. Continue. Now you have to play along. How about maybe not texting, you fucking millennial?
I wish.
Jesus Christ.
Well, first of all, I don't. I mean, I'm not a millennial, but thank you.
Very
for
millennial.
that.
Look at.
Appreciate
You should
that.
see her. Oh, the
it's
bottom
not-
of your is full of emojis. Holy shit.
Well, yeah, that would be
Well,
amazing.
yeah,
I
okay.
was trying to get around to it, and then you know,
Okay.
completely.
So
disrupted
actually,
me.
I'll hold the bag because you're going to have to write some words
Okay.
or names. Make sure you got that ready to go.
You mean this?
Yes.
Ready to go.
Listen, I know that
Ready to go.
you think you're ready to go, but here we go.
All
Okay,
right.
number one, Michael Lazowski, one for the correct answer. Let's see if he's in the live chat. There he is. So Mad Chipmunk, one for the correct answer.
Mad Chipmunk?
Mad Chipmunk, and one for being in the live chat. Way to go, brother. Next up, we've got Dan.
that going here?
Yeah, you fold it and put it in there. There you go. Well, oh yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Not so easy after all, is it?
Rum and gin and
Right, it's a poor workman that blames his tools. Dan Jagger, Jags 53, one for the correct answer, one for being in the live chat.
oh wait, same person?
Jags
Jags.
53.
Okay.
Atta girl. Fold.
All right.
In you go.
All right.
That's it. Monica Fagan. Nope. We've got Justin Harrell. Nope. We've got Mr. Testy, Gary Romberg. Oh, he's in the live chat, Mr. Testy. We call that because he's got enlarged testicles.
Awesome.
That's not true. I've met him. He actually is a previous,
met him, so you know
previous
that?
winner. Well, he showed me.
Okay.
It's a weird thing. We were at, what's that? Oh,
No,
shit.
I don't want to
What's
know.
the rum place? Golden Tiki? No, what's it called? Yeah, Golden Tiki.
Tiki.
Yeah. He took me back to the clams and said, I want you to show you why they call me Mr. Testy. I'm like, This is not a back of the house brawl. I don't need to see what your oyster egg looks like or whatever, not oyster, ostrich. Mike Beatty. Nope.
Nope.
Bill Beers. Boop. We've got Andy in New Hampshire. We've got Laura Meakin from the UK, who says, how you guys doing? Not you guys, but the other host. We're looking very well. Okay. John Singleton. Never had a woman be so mean to me. That's not true. My wife does that to me. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
There was some directorial in that.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm going to miss you, too. Mike Q writes, great show, like always. Wanted to give you some praise. Thank you. One for the correct answer. Mike Q, one for being in the live chat. And we've got Michael Snow, Chicago Snowman, one for the correct answer. And Steve I, one for the correct answer, one for being in the live chat.
What is it?
Steve I as an eyeball. And finally, we've got Johnny Bravo, which is his cartoon name.
I like it.
All right, okay. So now we're going to mix, and you're going to pick the winner.
Okay, great.
Fun, right?
Oh, so much fun.
Okay, let's just go. Look at she actually grabs the bag and does it herself. All right. It's a good thing that she's a quiet, submissive woman.
How many people? How many people win?
Fuck, just one.
Why?
Because it's the way it goes.
It's just one drink.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you do more than one?
Have you been to like the Dorsey? It's an $18 fucking drink.
Oh, I've been to the Dorsey.
Oh, I've been to the Dorsey.
Yeah.
We've talked about the Dorsey. It's a previous, had them.
If you go to the Dorsey, ask for a girl named June. All right.
Who we got? What's the name? Read it.
I can't read that.
Mike Beatty.
Oh, that's an M? Yeah. There you go.
Mike Beatty, everybody.
Smoky.
Take a good look. She's never going to be here again. Mike, you won yourself either Drink on Me or one of my CDs or a lovely visor. Okay, congratulations, Mike. And now let's look at this week's Have a Drink on Me.
All right.
And here are your clues.
Oh, I know what that is.
Easy, champion.
Oh.
Clue. Jesus Christ. Right. Send an email to have a drink at
I
Vegas
like
Video
that
Network.
place.
It's a very good place.
Yeah.
Clue number one. If you were at the Emmys and you stood with the ACLU, you'd wear one of these. If you're at the Emmys and you, quote, stand with the ACLU, you'd wear one of these. Hit number two. If you were a cow and you won first place at the country fair, well, hell, you'd get one of these. Mm-hmm. If you were a cow and you won first place at the country fair, hell, you'd get one of these.
If you were a bartender and you were in the cockfight, you would get one of these.
Okay, that was hint number 3. And wait, we're not done. We got hit number 4 because hit number 3 wasn't real. Don't bring it back to her, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. No, I have a feeling she's going to have her own show on this network in about 2 more drinks. Hit number 3.5 or 4 could be named after a group of exceptional people appointed to investigate, study, or analyze a given question. It could have been named after a group of exceptional people appointed to investigate, study, or analyze a given question. If you know the answer to this question, you're going to send your answer to Have a Drink at VegasVideoNetwork.com. Again, have a drink at VegasVideoNetwork.com. Guess what? We got plenty of time. Let's do us a listener email. Go, baby, go. Jolene.
Okay.
Did you? I'm sure you heard her because she's a really good guest that shuts the fuck up during the actual bumpers. She's like, you already have the emails? Yeah, it's listener email. They send me emails.
I thought it was like a on the spot live
it's live chat
situation.
Thing. Oh, we did actually have a live chat about your. Actually, I'll ask that question. Somebody asked about your urban seed thing. Let me get that real quick. Quick. Hold on. Stand by. Yeah, from Ben. Ben wants to know, what is your biggest constraint to your business? This is Urban Seed. Water, capital, quality of produce. Good question, Ben.
It is a good question. Right now, we're not having. I hate to ever say that we don't, like, there's not a negative involved, but we use 98% less water than conventional farming. We use 40% less water than growing hydroponically, doing it aeroponically, and all the water is recycled through. Right now, we don't have a problem with capital. We actually have a lot of amazing investors that are a part of it, and the quality of produce. We've been harvesting for the last 2 months, and it is shown to be outrageous. The flavors are phenomenal and nutrient dense. So right now, those aren't really the issue. Going into this, it would have probably been in Las Vegas, would have been the heat, but we just went through the hottest part of the summer and doing good.
Cool. Okay, here we go. The way this listener email works is if it's a male, I read it. If it's a female, Wayne reads it. Today, Jolene will be playing the part of a female. We have no email questions from females, but we're going to have you read anyways. Do you want to read a question about... Yeah, we'll have you read this one. This is from Brett B. Go.
Brett B. Hey, Scott.
Hey.
I'm a new viewer, and I found you guys on YouTube about a week ago.
There you go.
That's nice.
Very nice.
Love your show and enjoy
Thank you.
watching it on YouTube. I'm from Oklahoma. I'm planning a trip to Vegas in the fall. Been there many times and just want to know where's the best casino on the Strip or downtown to gamble at. Thanks for the info, guys.
You're welcome. Do you gamble?
Not really.
Why? Because you know how it works.
Yeah, I lose all my money.
you lose.
I like to play the roulette, and I give away a shit ton of money in 20 minutes, and it's all gone.
Yeah.
I have no patience. I just
Right. So
put
I
it out there.
don't gamble not because I'm against it. I don't gamble because I know how it works.
Yeah.
You don't build really big buildings because I'm a win.
Oh no, 100%.
No.
And the ones that I like to play are the worst odds.
Yeah, roulette.
So, yeah, worst odds.
Little rough.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you go in there and put your dollar down and spin that big fucking wheel?
I love that.
Worst. Literally the worst.
But I never
odds.
ever play.
Okay, but you love it.
I've been here for 18 years.
Okay, no one likes it.
So yeah.
So here's the deal. If you want to play, and you want to play for a long time, my recommendation is not to play on the Strip. The odds aren't as good. For example, blackjack. You want to play a blackjack table that's 3-2 odds. All the blackjack tables are on the Strip are 6-5 odds, which means that for every $6 you spend, you get $5 back plus a 6. Whereas 3-2, you basically get 1.5 times back, which is fantastic. Now, where do you go? So the place I send people who want to play and want it to last a long time, and really nice people, and especially if you're a newbie, is El Cortez. El Cortez is fantastic.
And they have quarter roulette.
They have quarter roulette. They have $2 blackjack, I think it is. And if you're I remember I took my nephew there, and he's like, I want to, I want to go, I want to gamble. I'm the shit. I'm like,
is that how he talks?
Well, no, but he's no. But I'm gonna. Well, he kind of. Actually, doesn't say much. He's in broadcasting now, so which makes a lot of sense. Anyway, so he's like, I really want to go gambling. I really want to play blackjack. I'm like, fantastic, let's go. So we take him to El Cortez, and he is shaking like a leaf.
Oh.
Just super freaked out. Really nervous. I'm like, yeah, I get it. You're about to lose $20.
Right.
But he was really nervous. But what was really nice is the pit boss was there, and the dealer was there.
Helping.
And super helping.
It's a big deal.
And the players.
Because they know if they help, they'll stay there for a long period of time.
So there could be that evil Jolene-esque kind of thought, perhaps, or maybe they're just nice people. Let's go with that. I don't know. But pit boss providing guidance.
Absolutely. I mean, I look for that.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're spinning that big dollar thing. Which one do I? And it helped it. So did it take him 10 minutes to lose $20? Probably 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Would have been 10 if he didn't know what he was doing. So he's playing the typical rules. There's a name for that, and I forget what it's called. But it was super low key. I really, really dug that. Okay, question number 2. This is from Justin Harrell, AK Fire, who's from Alaska.
AK Fire?
Yeah. Nice. AK for Alaska. Fire because he shoots shit.
Okay.
When we travel to Las Vegas, we stay away from taxis because of the horror stories. Okay. Right. Taxi confessional and all. We usually rent a car because we like to travel around the valley. I was surfing the internet and read about a rental place called Silver Car. Why silver? Because we're the Silver State. Did you know that? No. There you go.
I mean, I knew we were Silver State, but I didn't know there was a silver car.
Oh, the cars are all silver. Yes. So the cars are all silver. That's why it's called Silver State. I mean, Silver Cars. I'm going to lose him too. And the rates are pretty reasonable. And they have
hang out.
Enterprise concept, right, where they pick you up wherever you're renting your car, like an Enterprise rent-a-car. Have you heard of anything about this company in Vegas? Uber and Lyft are the way to go when we want to drink more than a few beers. Just looking to see if you've heard anything bad about Silvercar. Thank you for your show. It's definitely make us want to travel to Las Vegas more, Justin Harrell. I've heard nothing about it other than all the cars are silver.
Yeah. They typically do Audi, BMW.
They typically do Audis, BMWs, and Mercedes. So it's fancy from what Nick understands. So that actually means they do Subarus, Yugos, and Hyundai. Because Nick doesn't know.
Really, what's happening?
He tells a lot of stories. Here's my take on rent-a-car. The problem with rent-a-cars now is, I'm actually a big believer in that. I used to be, if you're a tourist, because there's a lot of cool things off the Strip.
Absolutely.
One of the nicest casinos in Las Vegas is Red Rock, which is not on the Strip. It's $1 billion fucking casino. Go see Red Rock. Rent a car and go. Here's the problem with renting a car now, and that is paid parking. You got to pay for that parking. So now you're paying $14 or whatever it is, depending on where you stay, and I have an issue with that.
Uber's still the way to go,
and that's what I was going to say.
It's still the way to go.
You can't lose with that, especially now.
Everything is so close in Vegas anyways.
It's magic. The Uber and Lyft, I told you this, and I was right. I thought that the taxi revenue would go down. It did, about 25%. Drunk driving would go down. It did.
Yeah.
So all those good things happened because of Uber and Lyft. Now, the guy who runs Uber, kind of a dick. But he's gone.
He's out.
But he's gone.
He's out. I know. I stopped using Uber. I was only using Lyft.
You can't go to Uber if it's like you can't vote for Trump.
I'm not giving that man
daughters,
my money.
And you can't fucking go to Uber if you have daughters. So
That's
I did.
right.
Well, guess what? Uber's guy is gone. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've actually bred. They're almost old as you. They're 31 and 30.
Oh, I wish I was. Thank you.
You were 31? You wish you were 31, my daughter. No, that's weird.
No, I'm quite older than 30.
My God, what have I done? But you're right. Uber, Lyft. I've never done Lyft. Uber.
I like Lyft.
Okay. Because of the pink?
No, for a while, not as many people knew about Lyft, so I would get that really fast, and then the drivers were all lovely.
And all the drivers do both.
Yeah, they all do.
As a practice.
They switch.
And they all said the same thing. We like Lyft better because we get paid more. We like Uber better because we get more business.
Right.
It's the same thing every fucking time. So my deal now, given the paid parking issue with all the strip properties, and I now mean all of them with the exception of the Stratosphere, is use Uber and Lyft.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it doesn't, I mean, I've done that from our house, which is kind of around the Summerlin area. I'm like, I'm going to go to Mandalay Bay. I'm going to go to House of Blues.
Anywhere.
I'm going to have a party. Fuck it. I'm taking Uber.
I should have I should have took a Lyft here.
You should have.
I didn't know that you were going to be feeding me alcohol the entire time.
Quick news break. During one of the segment breaks, I saw her grab not the tequila, not the gin, not the Crown, but the $400 a bottle Diplomatico.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it was true. Which
All
part?
right, maybe. Whatever.
Yeah, it was true. Well, $400 is a slight stretch, but she did grab it.
Say really?
Yeah,
I mean, it's good, but
it's not $400 good.
you wouldn't give it to me if it was $400.
Oh, I would. You're a real nice gal. Okay. That's it. Thank you, Jolene.
That's it?
That's it. We're done. I've had enough of you. If somebody wants to reach out to you, they would go to where?
I mean, if they want to reach out to me.
If they want to, goddamn, these are the easy questions. They want to contact you.
Sure. Well, they can.
What's the
they can
Urban
go
Seed
to
website, for example?
Urbanseedinc.com.
There you go.
Okay, and they can get to me through sales. You can find me on Facebook if you want to.
Right.
But
they're
yeah,
not,
Urban Seed Inc.
They're not to reach out to you for recommendations with regards to have a drink on me places.
Yeah, no, when you're prepared to have a drink with Scott, reach out to me. I'll give you some guidance. Don't listen to this man.
No.
He barely knows Vegas.
We're done.
Please.
What the fuck? All right, we're about done. Baby. All right. Thanks to Jolene, who we're never going to see again. A lovely gal. We're going to miss her. And what was that guy's name?
They're going to be with me October 14th
Go to hell,
for the
Dave.
Back of House Brawl.
Dave's going to go to hell. Hey, if you want to send us an email, you can by going to or sending an email to onairq@livinginlv.com. Again, onairq@livinginlv.com. You want to send us a voicemail? Go to our homepage. Click on the little tab on the right side. You'll see a box pop up. Leave us a voicemail. You can do it from your computer because you have a microphone on your computer because you're special that way. By the way, we're on iTunes. If you're watching us or listening to us on iTunes, give us a 5-star review. It's not this show, but for the other shows, do that.
What do you mean?
YouTube,
I feel like this is the best
we're
show
a
ever.
YouTube partner. Like us, share us with your friends. We're on Roku, 73,000 accounts installed. We think that's pretty cool. We're also on Stitcher, TuneIn, Chromecast, Apple, Google, and Fire TV, Google Play, and of course,
pretty cool.
The Vegas Video Network. Thanks again, Jolene. You're awesome.
High five.
High five. I don't usually do high fives.
When you're drinking rum, you do high fives.
Oh, that's the deal. All right. This is Living in Las Vegas on the Vegas Video Network. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Tick.